Hi there, this is Christina Campbell. I am your Dr. Oily Mom. I am the mother of 2 beautiful children, and I am a physician practicing for the last 20 years, board certified in emergency medicine. And kids are out of school today, so you may hear some ruckus in the background. Happy President's Day to everyone. Thought I'd take you into my kitchen today. So let's talk about some healthy things we can do in the kitchen, like bone broth. I actually happen to be making some right now, so I thought I would bring you in the kitchen and tell you it just doesn't have to be a difficult task to make it. I make mine, I'm going to take you over here. I make mine in a slow cooker. So I'm going to turn the camera around just for a second. You can see. So I make mine in a slow cooker and I cook it for 24 hours or so, sometimes even longer. So this is just the vegetable preparation that I have in there. I put some stems of the mushrooms, so I never waste anything. Stems of the mushrooms, pieces of some carrot. I've got carrot greens in here. I've got some bay leaves, some peppercorns, some sea salt, and in the bottom I've got onions, celery, and some garlic. And I don't bother, you know, I just put the whole onion, like I cut it up into pieces, but I don't bother skinning it, none of that stuff. I mean, it doesn't matter. It all has nutrients in it. You don't need to work that hard. Just throw it all in the pot. Okay? And we're making beef bone broth today. So in my oven, I am browning the bones. And again, I just throw it. These are iron skillets, and I just throw the beef bones in there and I brown them. Nothing exciting. I don't put anything on them. I don't worry too much about it. I pull them out of the freezer and shove them in the oven. So anytime our family, because I invest, here, let me turn you back around. Because we invest in the healthy meats, I am typically buying pastured chickens or wild game, grass-fed beef. So, and it's expensive. So I don't let anything go to waste. If there's a little piece of gristle or some bones left over at the end of the meal, I throw it all in a freezer bag and I put it in the freezer. And I leave it there until I'm ready to make bone broth, and then I just pull it out, throw it in the pan, and brown it. And then I throw same thing with my vegetables, when I'm cutting up my vegetables. I don't make it too difficult. If I'm cutting up broccoli, for instance, the kids won't eat the big thick stems. Most people won't. I either save it to make coleslaw with, or I throw the big pieces of the stems that you've bought, but now what do you do with them? I throw them in the freezer, and I'll throw them in my bone broth. So those are all really great things to do. Whenever I'm cutting onions or garlic, I don't worry too much about throwing things away, because I don't throw anything away. I put all those pieces, the skins, the pieces of garlic, as I'm cutting it and cleaning it, I put it all in a freezer bag and I stick it all in the freezer, and then I pull it out. When I'm peeling carrots, for instance, another good thing, or when I'm cutting mushrooms, and not many people really use the stems as much, I don't throw them away, I throw them in a freezer bag. Pieces of any kind of the ends of vegetables, things like eggplant, you won't eat the ends. Cut the ends off, throw them in a freezer bag. Any little pieces of vegetable that you're thinking you're not going to eat it, or it's not pleasing to the eye, or maybe it's a little the end of it where it's a little harder. Same thing with ends of carrots, ends of parsnips, all that kind of stuff. I throw it all in freezer bags, and then I pull them all out. I throw them in the pot. I throw my meat in the oven. When it's beef bones, if it's chicken, I don't even bother with the oven. I just throw it right all in the pot. And then and I'm actually just about to pull this meat out, so let me do that while I've got you here. So when I'm pulling the meat out, I just put it right into the pot, and then I'm gonna cover it with water and apple cider vinegar. So apple cider vinegar, the vinegar is actually what breaks down the bones to make it bone broth. That's what gets you all these wonderful nutrients, minerals, and vitamins that come out of the bones. So let's see if you guys can see this. Let's see. So, well, I guess you can't unless I turn you around again. So let me turn you around again. Okay. There we go. So this is my beef right here. Just pieces of meat, and there's a piece of beef heart that was a little too gristly for anyone to eat. So organ meat is really great for stuff like this. And I just pull it out of here with some tongs and throw it in my pot of vegetable preparation. There we go. I'm going to do the same thing with the other one, and then we're gonna fill it up with water. This, unfortunately, I have to kind of carry around, kind of goofy, but anyway, you'll get to see how I'm doing it. Hi, Catherine. I see you're on. Hi, Julie. How are you guys doing? Are you enjoying this gorgeous weather? Okay, let's see. So I have a couple beef knuckles that I got from a local butcher. So these are really nice. This is really great for bone broth. I mean, there's all kinds of, all kinds of yummy, awesome stuff in here for that. Even marrow, you can see that marrow, it's really good. Okay. All right. So once I get all that meat in there, then I'm just gonna fill it up. I use apple cider vinegar. This is what I'm using right now, with a 1/4 cup of that. Pour it right in. And then I'm going to use my filtered water. And I like to let the apple cider vinegar and water just kind of sit for a little bit. Let's see. I need like one more hand. Miss Anna, is that you? Can you come help me for a second? I need a hand. Okay. Oh no, I've got it now. Okay. So I just let that sit for a couple hours like that because it breaks the bones down, and then I'll put the simmer. I'll turn on the slow cooker and I'll just cook this for a couple days. And I'll pull some off tomorrow to drink it. Say hi.
Hello.
Okay, hang on. All right, let me turn you guys around so we can talk about what's awesome about bone broth. Okay, I need you to go for a minute. Hey guys, all right, so now we've got our bone broth. So you see how easy that was, right? Nothing terribly exciting. Now I'm just gonna cover up the pot and turn it on and just leave it simmer overnight for a couple days. Pull a little bit off tomorrow and I can add a little more water to it and let it cook for a couple days. And then you can even use the bones. Sometimes some people will use the bones a second time to make some soup or stew or something like that. Usually if I'm doing it, I'm gonna spend them all up and then throw them away. I'm done with them after that. And I use vegetable scraps like I talked about so that I'm not wasting anything. So the benefits of bone broth. What is it you're doing? Okay, give me a minute, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So the benefits of bone broth are a lot of the minerals and vitamins which we already talked about. Things that come out of the greens that I put in it, the vegetables. That's kind of obvious. But as far as for those who are vegan or those who are protein, trying to increase the amount of protein in your diet, whether that be because you're in training or because you don't get enough protein otherwise, or because you're maybe you're paleo or you're trying to lose weight. The amount of protein in a cup of bone broth is anywhere from 6 to 10 grams of protein. So it's kind of amazing to think that you get all that just from the bones, but you do. So 6 to 10 grams of protein per cup, 8-ounce cup, which is awesome. And it's obviously if you're using healthy bones, it's healthy protein. And it's one way to get away from using protein powders and things like that that are kind of processed. The collagen that comes out of these bones is amazing. It's when you cool it off, it's kind of that stuff that makes it look kind of jelly-like when it's cold before you warm it up. And that gelatin contains the collagen, which is very nourishing to your skeletal system, your bones and joints, but also to your hair and skin and nails. It helps to promote youthful skin and increases your skin's elasticity. So for those of us who are not 20 anymore, it's a nice thing for our skin to increase the nutritional nutrition for our skin and elasticity of our skin, strengthening our hair and nails. Beyond that, it also helps to promote a healthy stomach lining. Can help to balance the gastric acid in your stomach. So for those of you who have significant acid reflux symptoms, this is something that can help you. And it leads to improved digestion too. And 70% of the immune system, somewhere between 50 and 70% of the immune system is in the gut. So most of the body's immune system is in our gut. So we really need to take good care of our gut so that we can be healthy and strong and fight off diseases, and also it helps to combat autoimmune diseases as well. So just the immune system's dysfunction, regardless of whether there's microbials involved, like bacteria or viruses. So another component that's really wonderful in bone broth is glycine. It comes also from this gelatin substance. It's a non-essential amino acid. It is not found in many other food sources though. So this is kind of a unique thing about bone broth, a place that you can find glycine that you don't find it in other places. It also helps to balance the secretion of stomach acids, and it also helps to, it plays a role in breaking down fats in a healthy manner. So it can help support the intestinal, pancreatic, and gallbladder health. Which is a good thing for people who are struggling with those organs. Also, if you're digesting your fats well, then your cholesterol levels in your body and your fat levels in your body, your specifics, your LDLs, HDLs, will be healthy as well. Another nutrient that's in the bone broth that's awesome is glucosamine. And a lot of you may have heard this before. A lot of people talk about supplementing with glucosamine for joint health. People who have arthritis, a lot of people use that. As we get older, a lot of our physicians will tell us, use glucosamine. Well, this is a great healthy source of glucosamine that you can get right out of your kitchen. It helps to reduce joint pain, and it is found in the bones. So bone broth is obviously rich in it. And glutamine. Glutamine is another amino acid that comes from bone nutrients. It helps to repair and maintain the walls of your intestines, and specifically the small intestine. So because of that, it is very helpful when you're trying to reverse leaky gut syndrome, or if you're just trying to prevent against leaky gut to begin with. So those are the main benefits of bone broth. I like to use it, especially in the winter. I love it, a hot cup of bone broth in the afternoon. I am considering, because I'm doing this Sleek in 60 challenge, which some of you may know that I'm doing. And I'm trying to lose another 20 pounds before the whole thing is over. I'm down 10, so I'm trying to get another 10 off, and I'm considering going ketogenic. So if you are doing a ketogenic diet and you're trying to do it in a healthy manner, bone broth is a really great way to go because it's high in protein and healthy fats, amino acids that can help you be focused and high with energy, but very few carbs. So it's a great way to try and lose weight. So I throw that out there. Anyway, so that is how I make my bone broth. That's a healthy, easy way. You guys don't have to go out and buy a whole bunch of ingredients. Just go into your refrigerator. This is what I do. I literally go in my fridge and I open, okay, I hope you guys don't notice. It's not too bad, I guess. So I just literally open up the drawer and I go, okay, these are the vegetables I have. And I just start throwing things in there. I always try to have at least 1 onion, 1 carrot, and 1 celery stick. And then I throw things from my drawer in there that need to be used up before they go bad, and things that I've frozen. And when the pot seems full, then I stop. And that's all I do. I don't go out to the store to get a bunch of stuff. A lot of the recipes will call for take the bones and put tomato paste on them and brown them and do this and that and salt, and I don't do all that stuff. Just throw the bones in the oven, brown them, stick them in the pot, and be done. It doesn't have to be that difficult. And it's delicious and wonderful, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, healthy President's Day. Try making your own bone broth. It's super easy. It's very inexpensive to do, and you're using ingredients that you already had. You just didn't throw them away. All right. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.